The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story. Inspired by the Book of Psalms. Chapter 100, verses 1 to 5.
Randall idled his car in the middle school parking lot and checked the time on his phone yet again.
She's 20 minutes late.
Randall had been drafted to pick up his little sister Annie after her rehearsal, but he had been sitting here for almost half an hour, and she hadn't even bothered to text.
Unbelievable.
After a long day of testing at school, Randall had finally made it to the start of Thanksgiving vacation, and he was ready to celebrate by taking a big break and tearing into that big bag of Doritos in the back of the pantry at home.
Come on. Finally.
Annie hopped into the car at last, bubbling over with excitement.
Mrs. F says I've got a really good voice, and she gave me a solo, and she's helping me with my vocal technique, and...
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Hey, can I turn on the radio?
Without waiting for an answer, Annie clicked on the stereo and changed stations.
I love this station. Shout for joy to the Lord, everyone on earth. Come to him with songs of joy.
Randall gritted his teeth and forced himself not to slap Annie's hand away. He was not in the mood for this.
Give thanks to him and praise his name. The Lord is good. His faithful love, boom, endures forever.
At least I can turn on my own tunes at home.
When Randall walked into the house, though, he found pure chaos. Mom was running the vacuum, stacks of laundry were everywhere, and bags of groceries were waiting to be unloaded.
What, are we feeding an army for Thanksgiving?
Oh, Randall, Aunt Rita called, and they're all coming for Thanksgiving after all. 4 whole days. They'll be here any minute.
I can still hang with Jose and Luke on Friday and Saturday, right?
Well, yes, but I do need you here part of the time to entertain your little cousins while Aunt Rita and I do some Christmas shopping.
Entertain? You mean babysit?
Well, Annie can help. Oh, and can you put these on your bed?
Mom handed Randall a set of fresh sheets.
I just changed the sheets 2 days ago.
I'm really sorry, Randall, but I need you to sleep in the family room so great Uncle Solomon can have your bed.
Uncle Solomon? Ugh, he smells like, I don't know, fish.
Randall!
Now my room's gonna smell too.
He is your favorite uncle. Remember when he took you up to the cabin for that fishing weekend?
Like I said, he smells fishy.
Just clean up your room, please.
Randall took the sheets. Fuming, he stalked to the pantry and reached in the back.
Hey, where are my chips?
Your chips? I don't seem to remember you paying for groceries.
That bag of Doritos.
I let Annie and her friends have it for their sleepover. You know, you could eat some carrots and hummus.
Randall grimaced and grabbed a granola bar instead as he headed for his own room. He turned up the volume on his speaker and blasted music as he started stuffing clothes and gadgets into his closet.
So much for time to relax.
The rumbling beat felt so good, he amped up the volume as loud as it would go, even though he knew it would get him in trouble. But before Mom could show up, Randall's speaker blew out, leaving dead silence. He wanted to scream, but instead he threw himself on top of his messy bed, just as Annie was waltzing by in the hallway, singing at the top of her lungs.
Shout for joy to the Lord, everyone on earth.
Randall sighed. Annie was way too cheerful. But even though he was annoyed, the words of the psalm were still true.
The Lord is good. His faithful love, boom, continues forever.
Taking a deep breath, Randall sat up. His Thanksgiving was not going as planned, but that didn't mean he had to be miserable the entire time. Grabbing a laundry basket, he loaded it up with dirty cups and dishes from his room and carted it down to the kitchen.
Oh, thank you, Randall. I kept meaning to go up and collect those.
Randall started stacking cups into the dishwasher.
What are we doing for dinner when everybody gets here?
Just ordering pizza, I think. Oh, that's them.
Here we go.
An hour later, everybody crowded into the kitchen for pizza and soft drinks. Uncle Solomon took a seat in one of the bar stools next to Randall. He didn't really smell like fish, just a little, outdoorsy. He smiled at Randall and picked up a piece of pepperoni.
You want to bless the food, Randall?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
The chatter stilled as everyone turned to Randall. He was just gonna dash off a quick little prayer, but as he looked around the room, he realized he was gonna need more than that.
I've been kind of busy lately and stressed out. And I've kind of missed the big picture. I mean, God's given us this great place to live and food to eat and a really awesome, talented, funny family. And, well, I don't want to forget any of that.
Randall bowed his head, and everybody else followed.
So, God, thanks for this pizza and for my family and for everything. Amen.
Randall's family attacked the pizza, and all his cousins started talking a mile a minute again. Uncle Solomon, pizza in hand, continued to watch Randall.
What, you wanted us to order you a pizza with salmon and trout on it?
Nope. Just proud of a nephew who can see the trees and the forest.
Thanks, I think.
Randall shook his head and got to work on a slice of ham and pineapple pizza. His family was a little weird, but he was thankful for each one of them and for a chance to celebrate everything God had given him.